Hello everyone. Let's provide the solution to this problem. Okay, 3 to the power of x plus 3 to the power of x, that will give us 2 of 3 to the power of x. Then we divide this. Okay, this is equal to 30. And mind you, you might be saying, why is this not giving us 6 to the power of x, right? It is not supposed to be so, because what we did here is to factorize. 3 to the power of x is common, so we factorize 3 to the power of x. Now, 3 to the power of x divided by 3 to the power of x is 1. 3 to the power of x here divided by this will give us another 1. So this is equal to 30. Now we have 3 to the power of x into bracket 2 equals 30. And this is the same thing as 2 multiplied by 3 to the power of x equals 30. So this is how we arrived at this. But from here now, we will continue as we divide both sides by 2. This is going to go. Now 3 to the power of x is equal to 30 divided by 2, and it's 15. Right? So from here, we will take the log of both sides, because we cannot write 15 in this form. As a matter of fact, 15 is the same thing as 3 times 5, right? So it won't be in this form. So what we'll do now is to take the log of both sides. And then we have log 3 to the power of x equals log 3 times 5. And then from here, we will apply one of the theorems, one of the laws of logarithm. The law says this power here will go behind, and then it multiplies the log. So the power is x. X will now multiply log 3. Now, because of this multiplication, we're going to add the log of this. So we will have log of 3 plus the log of 5 plus the log of 5. And like you know, we are looking for the value of x. So the next thing is to divide both sides by log 3. So log 3 will go into log 3. The same log 3 will go here. And this will still go log 3 there. So what we have done is to divide all through by log 3. Now this and this can go, so that x is alone, and it is what we are looking for. Log 3 over log 3 is not 0, it is 1. Okay, then plus log 5 over log 3. We can still simplify this as we change the base. This is automatically to base 10, this is to base 10, this is also to base 10. So if we want to change the base from base 10, then we shall have log 5 to the base of 3. The base 10 will disappear. So our x will now be 1 plus log 5 to base 3, no longer to base 10, right? So this is the value of x that will satisfy the given equation. And you know how we normally do it. We make sure that we verify, because the answer we have got may not be correct. So from verification, you will see whether you were right or wrong. The equation is 3 to the power of x plus 3 to the power of x equals 30. And like we know that this is the same thing as 2 multiplied by 3 to the power of x being equal to 30 from what we did before. Okay, so we are going to continue as we put in the value of x into this. Let's go there. Okay, so let's put in the value of x. We now have 2 into bracket. This is 3. X is 1 plus log 5 to the base of 3. So we'll close this. What do you think we'll have at the right hand side? If we do not have 30, then we are wrong. Then look at this again. If you have a to the power of b plus c. Now we apply one of the laws of indices, and we'll be having a to the power of b multiply by a to the power of c. Okay, this base is for b and it is also for the c, but because of this addition we multiply the base. Mind you, if you want to get back what you have here, what do? Pick one of the bases, which is a, and you still add b and c, because one of the laws of indices is you pick the same base and add the powers if you are to multiply. So I'm going to do the same thing here to this. So I have 2 on the outside, then from here I have 3 to the power of 1, then multiply by 3 again to the power of log 5 to base 3, right? So that's from here. If you pick one of the bases, you will add the powers, and that will give you what we have over there, right? Just look at it very well, you will get it. We have 2 on the outside, then 3 to the power of 1 is 3. Multiply by, there is another law again that says if this 3 has the whole of this as the power, and then it is to the same base, which is 3, base of 3, that means that this and this will cancel out each other. So this is equal to 5. So we are going to have 5 over here. Remember, 3 to the power of 1 is 3, and the whole of this is 5 because of the 5 over there. So from here now, it means that we are having 2 multiply by 15, and 2 by 15 is equal to 30, and it is the same 30 we had on the right hand side of the equation, right? We can see it over there, right? So our value of x is correct. But then I want to emphasize on something very quickly. Look at this again. If you have a to the power of log 10 to base a, this is equal to 10, right? A to the power of log 10 to base a. This a and this a are nothing, so we will now have 10 here as the result. So this is what happened over there. Thank you for watching.